to your. We start with the invocation of Lord Ganpati. Om Ganana Tvam Ganapati Gum Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashran Bunno Dasadanam Mahaganapataye Namaha. Requesting the blessings and the presence of Parampita Parmeshwar, Lord Shiva, Parmeshwari Maa Lalita Tripura Sundari, requesting the presence and blessings of Lord Ganesha, all the Siddha Masters, all the Sri Vidya Guru Parampara Gurus, all the Gurus from my Guru Mandala, Lord Hanuman, Lord Gautam Buddha. We now invoke the presence of Maa Varahi, Maharaj Shamla, Maa Balak Tripura Sundari, Maa Lakshmi, Maa Saraswati, requesting the blessings and presence of my Ishtadev, requesting the presence and blessings of all the Ashwini Devtas, invoking the presence and blessings of the celestial beings, unicorns, dragons, fairies, all the archangels, Archangel Michael, who's present, Mother Kuan Yin, Ma Tara, Mahavtar Babaji, Maharilash, Lahari Mahashay, all the Siddha Gurus, Jagat Guru Sri Adi Shankaracharya, Guru Nanak Dev, Shirdi Sai Baba, all the Shambhala Masters, Ascended Masters, and all those energies that can help bless us with intention, clarity, knowledge, good health, prosperity, and abundance in all planes, and help us live a fulfilling life. Requesting all these divine beings to start showering us with a shield of protection and a bubble that is impenetrable by all those energies that are not beneficial for our upliftment. Creating a shield around each one of us that is impenetrable can be only programmed, deprogrammed by Maa Lalita Tripura Sundari, Ashtabhairavs, or by me, Sutruti. Requesting the presence of Lord Narsimha Dev as well as Ma Lakshmi to create a shield of protection around us. Requesting all the Ashtabhairavs to install themselves around all of us as we begin this journey, to all those present live on this call and those who are going to watch this recording. I now invoke the presence of Maa Varahi to please step in to the field and bless us with your grace, energies, love, and healing energies. I now bring your attention to your body parts. As I name those body parts, please bring your attention to those parts and place a red hibiscus flower on that body part mentally. Shri Varahi Devyai Namaha. Shri Varahi Devyai Padau Pujayami. Bring your attention to your feet and place a red flower on your feet. Your body has the energies of Maa Varahi. Bring your attention to making this offering to her through your body. Shri Varahi Devyai Gulfau Pujayami. Place a hibiscus flower on her ankles, on your ankles. Shri Varahi Devyai Januni Pujayami. Place a red flower, hibiscus, on your knees. Shri Varahi Devyai Urum Pujayami. Place a red flower on your thighs. Shri Varahi Devyai Katim Pujayami. Place a hibiscus flower on both sides of your waist. Shri Varahi Devyai Nabhim Pujayami. Place a hibiscus flower on your navel, Manipuraka Chakra. Shri Varahi Devyai Udaram Pujayami. Place a hibiscus flower on your abdomen. Shri Varahi Devataye Hridayam Pujayami. Place a hibiscus flower on your heart chakra. Shri Varahi Devyai Stanu Pujayami. Place a hibiscus flower on your chest. Shri Varahi Devataye Bhujadvayam Pujayami. Place a hibiscus flower on both your arms. Shri Varahi Devataye Khatam Pujayami. Kantham Pujayami. Place a hibiscus flower on your neck. Shri Varahi Devataye Mukham Pujayami. Place hibiscus flowers on your face. Shri Varahi Devataye Nasikam Pujayami. Place hibiscus flower on your nose. Shri Varahi Devataye Netrai Pujayami. Place hibiscus flowers on both your eyes. Shri Varahi Devataye Karnau Pujayami. Place hibiscus flowers in both your ears. Shri Varahi Devataye Lalatam Pujayami. Place hibiscus flowers on your forehead. Shri Varahi Devataye Shira Pujayami. Place hibiscus flowers on your Sahasrara. And now visualize Maa Varahi covered in hibiscus flowers, and take the most beautiful red hibiscus flower and place them on her feet. Shri Varahi Devataye Sarvanyangani Pujayami. Inhale the incense of rose fragrance and feel the presence as it permeates into your insides, reaching each and every cell, nucleus, electron, proton inside your body. Visualize these energies strengthening your DNA structure. Visualize yourself gaining all the strength of Maa Varahi in your bones, in your bloodstream. Place your palms facing upwards to the ceiling. And as I start chanting her name, visualize or feel the warmth of her energy permeate into your arms and hands, in your palms. Varahi, 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 Varahi. Varahi, 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 Varahi. Visualize your hands absorbing the energy of Maa Varahi as I recite the Varahi Kavacham. Feel the warmth and the vibrations being absorbed through your palms. अस्य श्री वाराहि कवचस्य त्रिलोचन ऋषि अनुष्ठुप छन्दः श्री वाराहि देवता ओम बीजं ग्लौं शक्तिः स्वहेति कीलकम् मम सर्वशत्रुनाशनार्थे जपे विनियोगः ध्यात्वेन्द्रनीलवर्णाभां चन्द्रसूर्याग्निलोचनां विधि विष्णु हरेन्द्राद्रि मातृभैरवसेविताम् ज्वलन्मणिगुणौ प्रोक्त मुकुटा मा विलम्बिताम् अस्त्रशस्त्राणि सर्वाणि तत्कार्योचितानि च एतेह समस्तविवृद्धं बिभ्रतिं मुसलं हलं पात्वा हिस्राणि कवचं भुक्तिमुक्तिफलप्रभम् पठेन् त्रिसन्ध्यं रक्षार्थं घोरशत्रुनिर्वृत्तिदम् वार्ताली मे शिरः पातु घोरा हि फलामुत्तमम् नेत्रे वराहवदना पातु कर्णौ तथाञ्जनी घ्राणं मे रुन्दिनी पातु मुखं मे पातु जुम्बिनी पातु मे मोहिनी जिह्वां स्तम्भिनी कण्ठमादरात् स्कन्दौ मे पञ्चमी पातु भुजौ महेशवाहना सिंहरूढा करौ पातु कूचौ कृष्णमृगाञ्चिता नाभिं च शङ्खिनी पातु पृष्ठदेशे तु चक्रिणी खड्गं पातु च कट्टायां मे मेन्द्रे पातु च खेदिनी गुदं मे क्रोधिनी पातु जङ्गं स्तम्भिनी तथा चण्डोच्चण्डोक्षुरुग्यं जानुनी शत्रुमर्दिनी जङ्घ्याद्वयं भद्रकाली महाकाली च गुल्फयोः पाद्यादगुल्फपर्यन्तं पातु चोन्मत्भैरवी सर्वाङ्गमे सदा पातु कालसङ्कर्षणी तथा युक्तायुक्तस्थितं नित्यं सर्वपापप्रमुच्यते सर्वे समर्थसंयुक्तं भक्तरक्षणतत्परं समस्तदेवता सर्वं स्वयं विष्णुः पुरार्दने सर्वशत्रुविनाशाय शूलिना निर्मितं पुरा सर्वभक्तजनाश्रित्य सर्वविद्वेषसंहितिः वाराही कवचं नित्यं त्रिसन्ध्यं यः पठेन्नरः तथाविधं भूतगणना न स्पृशन्ति कदाचन आपदा शत्रुचोरादि ग्रहदोषाश्च सम्भवः माता पुत्रं यथा वत्सं धेनुपक्षमेव लोचनं तथाङ्गमेव वाराही रक्षा रक्षाति सर्वदा श्रीमात्रे नमः शिवाय गुरुवे नमः Take a deep breath and exhale with your mouth closed as you inhale her energies within you. Bring both your palms next to each other. Rub them vigorously and place them on the part which hurts most on your body. Receive the energies of Maa Varahi and place them on that body part which is feeling at discomfort or is not at ease. Now take a deep breath in, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Bring both your hands close to each other and place them on your Agnya Chakra, third eye, between your two eyebrows. As you continue to receive her energies, slowly bring them down. Open your eyes into the glass of water or water bottle. Say Shri Matre Nama 3 times. Blow into the water 3 times and then drink this water. Sip it leisurely, no hurry. Wonderful. Is everyone okay? All are back? Okay. Thank you for allowing me to facilitate this amazing workshop. This is day 2 of our workshop on Navratri Sadhana with Maa Varahi. We are going to start this workshop with a little bit of Q&A before I deep dive into what we have to share and learn about Maa Varahi and how do we bring her into our life. So I will start with a couple of questions that some of you have asked. I had mentioned yesterday that Maa Varahi has, like all gods and goddesses, Maa Varahi, who is the boar-faced avatar of Lord Vishnu, is someone who is also known as the commander-in-chief of Maa Lalita Tripura Sundari. Maa Lalita Tripura Sundari is our creator. She embodies, or she is the power that initiates our Ichha Shakti, which is the desire or intention within a person. And then once we have that Ichha Shakti or that intention, we need to understand how do we gain the knowledge in order to attract or fulfill those desires. That part of Ma that helps us become more aware, knowledgeable, gives us clarity is Ma Raj Shamla, who is placed on the right side of Ma Lalita Tripura Sundari. She is a tantric form of Ma Saraswati. And then on her left side is the commander-in-chief of Ma Lalita Tripura Sundari's armed forces, Maa Varahi, who is the Kriya Shakti of that resides within us. So unless we have an intention, we have to gain knowledge in order to act on that intention. And once we have both intentional as well as knowledge, we need the power of action. And that's what Maa Varahi makes us take. She is also known as the Bhumandala Adhipati, which means she is a form of Mother Earth. She is also the tantric form of Ma Lakshmi because she is a version of Lord Vishnu. You all know wherever Lord Vishnu resides, Ma Lakshmi is with him. Ma Varahi, since we are all living on planet Earth, all of us are experiencing her on a daily basis when we touch the ground. And one of the things that we need in order for us to take any action with clarity, we need to feel grounded. And that's the energy that she provides us with. We are all a lot of times muddled in terms of we want to do something, we know how to do it, but we don't know if we can take that action. We are pulled by procrastination. We are in many ways lazy, feel that sense of anxiety when we want to take any kind of action in our lives. And invoking the powers of Ma Varahi helps us to take that decisive action which is beneficial for our highest and best. Since I had mentioned, I will start this session today with a very, very important mantra, which is going to help all of us overcome our procrastination, laziness, unease, this ability to create self-doubt, all of that. So we are going to start with this mantra and you can write it down. I will explain what this mantra is all about. As I mentioned, this mantra is very, very important because it works on three levels of our consciousness. The first level is our desire to do something, Ichha Shakti. The second is our knowledge about the subject. Sometimes we might have the desire and we might want to act, but we don't have the knowledge on how to go about it. So that is the Jnana Shakti, which is Ma Rajamla. And the third one is our ability to act on our desired intention in order to see it fulfilled. So the mantra is Shri Matre Namaha. इच्छा शक्ति ज्ञान शक्ति क्रिया शक्ति स्वरूपिणी श्रीमात्रे नमः. श्रीमात्रे नमः. इच्छा शक्ति क्रिया शक्ति इच्छा शक्ति ज्ञान शक्ति क्रिया शक्ति स्वरूपिणी श्रीमात्रे नमः. श्रीमात्रे नमः. इच्छा शक्ति ज्ञान शक्ति क्रिया शक्ति स्वरूपिणी श्रीमात्रे नमः. So this particular mantra invokes the energies of all the three energies of feminine energies that are present all around us. We just need to invoke them and leverage them from within. And that is, as I said, Ichha Shakti is Maa Lalita Tripura Sundari, Jnana Shakti is Maa Rajshamla, and the Kriya Shakti is Maa Varahi. So we are invoking all three of these energies in order to pull us out of our inertia. वो जगह जहाँ पे आप आके एक बार बैठ जाओ और वहां से सब कुछ दिख रहा है लेकिन आप वहां से उठ नहीं पा रहे हो. That specific place in our life, all of us find ourselves placed there at one point or the other. So this is that mantra. If recited 108 times for 49 days consecutively, it can create miraculous wonders. It gives a person the ability to have creative ideas. It pushes the person to have desires which are beneficial for us. A lot of us want certain things, but do we all need them? That is that power which distinguishes us from someone who is asking for something with clarity and someone who doesn't know what they're asking for. So this is that mantra which will give you the clarity in order to have the right intention, make the right moves in order to garner that knowledge, which will create that space where you will take the right action in order to put your best foot forward. I have done this for a couple of days, and the first thing that I started seeing is my willingness to be seen. This is something that I have struggled with for some time. I just thought it's enough for me to gain knowledge. Why should I share that knowledge? And in order for me to be able to take that step where I'm holding this workshop, this is that mantra that made me do it. So please understand the power of all three energies combined is much more potent than what we can even imagine. So doing this at any given point in time is good. If you can do it at the 4 important times that we have where mantra chanting has its immense benefits, you will start seeing, even if it is health related, put your intention of just chanting it, and everything that you feel needs a change will undergo a change. You will get courage, you will get knowledge, you will get the resources in order to make sure that whatever you have asked for is fulfilled. So the 4 important times when a person can chant and uh, the benefits are multifold are Brahma Muhurt. Brahma Muhurt is 90 minutes before sunrise and it ends 48. It's a 48-minute window. So 90 minutes before sunrise plus 48 minutes before sunrise is Brahma Muhurt. So if your sunrise is at 6 o'clock in the morning, The Brahma Muhurt starts from 4:30 in the morning, and plus 48 minutes would be 48 minutes before sunrise would be 5 approximately 5:12 or something. Okay, so that is that window of Brahma Muhurt. 48 minutes before sunrise, from 90 minutes before sunrise to 48 minutes before sunrise. That is Brahma Muhurt. The second window of very, very, very potent time is the Sayan Sandhya, which is 24 minutes before sunset and 24 minutes after sunset. This is another potent time. The third potent time for chanting is 24 minutes before sunrise and 24 minutes after sunrise. Okay, and the fourth timeline is 24 minutes before noon and 24 minutes after noon. Noon is not 12 o'clock. Noon is something that you will have to share. Noon is something that you will have to check in your local place. When is noon? When is the sun right above our head? That is given through a panchang. So please find out when is noon. It's not according to the clock. Okay, it is based on when the sun is right above our head. So the panchang will give you the exact time of sunrise, sunset, and noon. So these are the four timings which are very potent. However, today we are going to talk about Navratri. Navratri is 9 days of cosmic movement which are extremely potent, where the energies of Shakti, feminine divine energies, are closest to Mother Earth. And this starts on 26th of July and it is going to go on till the 26th of June till 6th of July. Whatever we are going to share today and yesterday, this is a potent time for you to practice this, whether it is mantra chanting, whether it is a particular process. Doing this on these 9 days will change your life for good. I started this entire process and I got initiated into Sri Vidya Shaktism, the worship of Devis, during something like this, something similar last year. And within a year, it has changed the course of my life. It has changed my spiritual journey tremendously. It has helped me experience so many different things which I cannot even describe and imagine. I wouldn't have been able to be in this space today that I am in without the powers that I have been able to receive and leverage it in order to do the things that I always wanted to do. So please utilize these 9 days as that time where you can change your life. So we will go a little further ahead, but let me first start by asking questions. There are some questions. Please raise your hand and I will unmute you. I think Purav, you had a question.
Yeah, I think it is asked in chat also. Where can we find this mantra, on the PDF, or because I was writing it, but I couldn't write it completely.
Yeah. So this mantra is not available in the PDF because this is an extra thing which I am sharing. This has nothing to do with Maa Varahi alone. This is a bonus that I am sharing with all of you and a very, very powerful mantra. This is something I have done, which I felt like sharing. So I will share this in Zoom, but I will not be sharing this on the um, group or in the PDF.
Mhm. Okay.
So we'll have to copy it from here. Else, You are not allowed to give this mantra to anybody else. So please don't um, give it to anybody. It will not work. Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Swarupini. Okay.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I have misspelled. Okay. Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Swarupini. Okay. So this is the mantra. As I said, 49 days, 108 times every day. I have given you 4 timings. You can choose which timing suits you. This does not need any lamps or anything. Just sit down in one space, clear your aura, and then start chanting this. Okay. So this is a very powerful mantra. Please start doing this ASAP. It has tremendous benefits, as I described. So yes, I will take a pause and yes, yes, RTG, please ask your question.
Oh, can we just continue after 49 days also every day?
Yes,
Or do you to say
absolutely,
I can just
absolutely.
continue? Huh? Even
Yes,
yesterday, some things that you told us, we can continue with it, right?
yes. Anything that you have started, which you're feeling drawn to, or if you're seeing the result, please go ahead and continue it. There is no harm if you continue it. Okay, but this is the minimum time that you will
That
be
yeah.
required. This is the minimum time frame that is required for you to create an affinity with that energy. When we chant mantras, we create a energy frequency around us, and that energy frequency is something that is responsible to take us to a different space from where we find ourselves. So if you continue with that, absolutely no problem. What happens after those 43 or 49 days, and these are very specific measurements which are provided. So by our scriptures, in our scriptures, when you are chanting it for those specific days, there is an internal system, there is something internally in our body that changes. So please do it for those many days at the bare minimum. After that, when you do it just once, it is absolutely okay. It does, you don't need to recite it 108 times. But for these 49 days, you will have to do it for 108 times. After that, if you just do it once and you're looking at um, a car that you want and you feel that you need the resources to buy that car, you will find that everything will conspire to get you that. So that is the power of what this can do. Yes. You have a question, Jaya? You are on mute. Can you
You said you should clear the aura before doing the mantra. Can you just help me understand how to clear the aura? Sorry, I
Okay.
wasn't there yet.
Sure. So the way you clear your aura is you can either use any kind of article or things like sage, camphor,
Mm.
and clear your aura. Okay, with that, you can burn some of this and create this space and then sit down. The other people who are healers have the ability to do it energetically, so they have certain mantras which can help clear those auras. The other way you can clear your aura is take a handful of salt and tea leaves in your non-dominant hand, and then do a anti-clockwise rotation above your head 7 times, and then throw that material into the flush it down the WC. So these are 3 ways in which you can do it. You can use substances like sage, Palo Santo, camphor, etc., in order to cleanse and sage your place, smudge all of this around you. The second is the salt and the tea leaf process, which is a very short way of clearing your aura. And the third way is energetically, if you know of some mantras, if you know of any kind of healing modality which clears your aura, auric field, you can apply that. But we will be learning about how to clear our aura through Varahi mantras also as we proceed into this.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yes. Yes, Shailaja.
Yeah. This mantra you told us to chant 108 times for 49 days. So
Yes.
can we club our wantings there, like for health and money and everything, or should we choose just one wish for one time? What do you suggest?
I didn't ask for anything. I just started chanting
Okay.
because the right intention, the right knowledge, and the right actions that are required in order to fulfill that wish started coming through. So the way I would recommend all of you chant is not with intention, because what we intend sometimes is not even beneficial for us. So let them decide what is good for us. Just start chanting and you will automatically see what happens. Okay. Okay, great. Yes, Spriti.
Namaste, ma'am. I just wanted to confirm that generally in our practices, we do it for 48 days. What is the relevance of 49 days here? And also, if I want to do sadhana in the first sandhya, that is 24 minutes before sunrise, is it necessary to take a bath?
Okay. Your first question, why is it 49 days? 49 days is given scripturally for this specific energy.
Okay.
Okay. Certain energies take 48 days, take 43 days.
Yes.
But this particular energy, also understand when we are invoking these energies or when we start chanting these energies, our bodies also have to be in a state where we can withstand this energy.
Energy, yes.
So sometimes there are a lot of people who come and tell me, I've chanted this and my head is heavy and I couldn't do anything after that. So that means your body is not able to withstand the energy of what you are chanting. And you are invoking 3 extremely potent energies. So it will require this amount of time in order for you to see any benefit come out of it. So that is the reason scripturally it has been mentioned that you need to chant for 49 days. So every chant and every mantra has a certain amount of time after which you need to be able to become normalized in order for you to be able to leverage this energy.
Okay.
After that, if you're asking for something or if you want to manifest something, you just need to chant this mantra and probably just point your finger on that particular phone or that particular car or material gain that you want to have in your life.
Okay. And the bath?
Anything to do with Shakti, femininity, has to be clean
Sanitize.
and sanitized. When you're cleaning your aura, we have 5 bodies. Okay, we have the pranamaya kosha, we have the physical body, we have the breath body, then we have the emotional body, we have the knowledge body and the bliss body. Okay, so if we are clearing just the aura and not cleaning our body physically, as far as Shaktism is concerned, Devi Stuti is concerned, invoking feminine energies is concerned, creation cannot happen when the space is not clear.
Okay.
So anything to do with Devi, anything to do with invoking feminine Shakti energies, a bath is compulsory.
So if we choose to do it in the afternoon, like noon time, then the
Yeah,
morning bath would suffice.
morning
We
bath.
don't have.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Okay,
Thank you.
the only energy that accepts us the way we are is Shiva.
Shiva. Yes.
He doesn't care whether we are
So
bathed or
Mm.
whether we are
I actually
clean.
I asked because in the morning when I'm doing Shiva mantra, I just sprinkle some Ganga Jal on it myself because in Delhi it's sometimes very cold to take bath in the morning.
Yeah,
And something is always better than nothing. So with that, I just sprinkle some Ganga Jal and then sit for my Shiv sadhana, but
yeah.
not in Shakti. I understand.
Understand something which I have experienced. Firstly, Shiv sadhana, once you do ample amount of Shiv sadhana and where you feel that nothing is happening, but I'm enjoying this energy that Shiva is giving me. There will be a breaking point where he says, "Now you're ready for Shakti," because
Mm.
there's no Shiva without Shakti, and
That
that is when Ma will come into your life. When you have reached a point where there is that one opening or one light where you say, okay, what am I doing? I'm just doing this. I've been doing Shiv Sadhana since 2016. And I received the blessing to be able to do Sri Vidya and Shaktism. I got drawn to it in 2024.
So, if I can share, I have been trying to do Sri Vidya. So, I've been seeking various masters down south India and other things. But now, what you say resonates completely because I've been doing only simple Shiv mantra. But as you said, ki only when Shiva says you are ready for Shakti, Shakti comes in. And it's been like in a span of a week, twice, thrice. I don't know how many times Maa Varahi popped up. Somebody has sent me the YouTube on Varahi Ma, and I stumbled upon your workshop just by accident. I never check that group also sometimes for days. And I stumbled and I registered, and this makes sense that Shiva tells you when you are ready for Shakti.
Yeah. And as I had mentioned yesterday also to those people who weren't there, I'll repeat it. Uh, if you are here and if you are attending, it has nothing to do with me. She has chosen you.
Chosen news.
Okay, I'm not the person. I'm just a channel and I'm just facilitating. And whatever I'm saying, whatever I'm just few minutes before the start of the workshop, I was so chirpy and full of energy and full of, I was just jumping around my house from one place to the other. And suddenly, the minute I started the invocation, I know it's not me who's speaking. So she chooses us. You're here because you have those energies. You have done this sadhana before in a different lifetime. And you are just remembering what it is like to be in the energy of Ma. That's it. Irrespective of faith, irrespective of age, irrespective of what are your sensibilities, if you are here, it is her doing, nothing else. We are not at all even this smart enough to understand the inner workings of what can make us feel I mean, whatever she feels, she applies, and that's where we are just, there are no coincidences at all.
One last question. My daughter-in-law is just finishing her first trimester of pregnancy. So yesterday I felt very good when in the master class also you had just just told us to sit and chant Varahi, Varahi, Varahi. Can I suggest this to her?
100%,
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
Absolutely. And there is a specific mantra, I will share that also. It's there
For the
is a,
safe pregnancy, I
yes,
wanted. Yeah.
yes,
Thank you
yes.
so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, Smita?
Yeah, which direction should we face when we do this 108 times three Devi mantras? Which direction? West
This
or
entire creation is hers. Whichever side you face, she will receive.
okay?
because
Oh,
this is the recipe for creation. So is there any direction where she's not present? Nothing.
okay.
You face any side, you can, only thing is keep your spine straight, because sometimes when you're receiving the energy,
Mm-hmm.
so please keep your spine straight. Other than that, there is no, and don't during monthly cycles.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Anything to do with Vedic, Shaktism traditions, please maintain this common rule. You are not supposed to touch, do any mantra chanting during periods. Okay, it has to be continued after your period cycle is over, and you continue from the day that you left off. Okay. Any other questions? Can we use Reiki healing to clear our aura before starting? Absolutely. All those who know Reiki, any form of healing, please use it in order to maximize the benefit of these mantras. You'll have to do whatever sounds or resonates better with you guys. Use that. I use mantras, but if whatever works for you is okay. Okay. I had a important message on the chat, and you had asked this question, Anamika, regarding Sri Chakra Archana process. We do not get bael leaves. Is there an alternative? Unfortunately, there is no alternative, but you can also use kumkum. Kumkum is the red powder that we use in order to energize. So you can use kumkum, but the benefit will be stronger and more faster if you use Bel Patra. I refuse to believe that a place like Dharamshala does not have Bel Patra. Okay, so if you just, it's so close to where he is, Lord Shiva, and Bel Patra not being found, I cannot believe it. If you just dig a little deeper, I'm sure you'll be able to find. Okay. You can ask any of the Shivalayas. You can go to any Shiva temple, and then you can find. Okay.
Right.
Sri Varahi Dwadash Namavali. You had mentioned that it would be good to do it at the same time every day post sunset, but I travel quite a bit. Would not doing it at the same time be a problem? No, it will not be a problem. Then lighting a lamp will also be difficult. Maa Varahi is a Ugra Devta, or a fierce energy, and her energies are most potent between 12 a.m. at midnight and 4 a.m. at night. So anytime after sunset, anytime when everything becomes dark, sometimes, dusk also doesn't mean that it is dark. Anytime when it's pitch dark, her energies are most potent. So you can also do it between 11 o'clock at night and 4 a.m. in the morning every day. Okay.
And if you're traveling, then if you're in a hotel or if you're somewhere,
If you're traveling and if you're in a hotel, then you just light a lamp mentally in your third eye.
okay.
Okay. Visualize her, bring her into your third eye, and then just light a lamp the way all of you offered flowers. Did it feel unreal? Did it feel like you were not doing that process? Did anyone feel like that? That they couldn't imagine a red flower, or or when I was saying feet, did you feel like you were imagining hands or eyes? No. So in the same manner, you just visualize her in your third eye, light the lamp there. It is called Manasik Puja, mental. Okay, so
Thank you.
you can do that.
Yeah.
Okay. And 12 names of, just for those of you who have joined today, in the PDF also I have shared, we will be going through it. 12 names of Maa Varahi. done 12 times every day for 12 days or 21 days removes any form of evil eye, black magic, any kind of negativity that a person is experiencing. 12 times in a day or night, sorry, 12 times repetitively, and for 12 days or 21 days. Either you chanted 12 times for 12 days or you chanted 21 times for 21 days, depending on how grave your issue is. A person who is going through any kind of evil attacks or psychic attacks will know how grave that issue is. So you can always determine is it going to be 12 or 21. Okay. The other question that I got was, we spoke about intuition and imagination. My question regarding that is, how do we know the difference between intuition and distrust when fear or risk is involved in a particular situation or issue similar to what we have experienced in the past? Okay. So, Nivedita, the answer to your question is, you are asking me to respond to how do you compare. I want to compare an apple with a bitter gourd. Okay, it's not a fruit to fruit comparison. Intuition and distrust. Intuition is an ability, distrust is a feeling. So you are comparing an ability. Your ability is how you drive, ability is how you cook, how you, use the phone, how you speak. These are our abilities. So when we are in a state where we are comparing an ability to a feeling, feelings come and go. Today you have distrust, tomorrow it can develop into anger. Third day, it can develop into jealousy. Fourth day, it can develop into indifference. And fifth day, you will be like, I don't know who this person is. Who are Malayalis? Okay. So you are comparing two wrong things. What we were trying to understand is what is the difference between imagination and intuition. And the explanation that I was sharing was, in imagination, if I tell you imagine a pink elephant, immediately you can imagine. Okay, but the minute you say intuition, you are seeing something. That means there's a guidance which is coming from above. This is not you thinking it. We make the mistake of thinking that I'm thinking about this. No, it is coming from above, and the difference is, how do we know it's not our imagination and it's intuition, is when we start questioning it. The minute we have intuition, we have doubts along with it. If so suppose my intuition is that this place will be shut, and it is shut, my initial thought process will be, oh, did I just imagine it? Did it get shut because I thought about it? Is the owner someone who is unwell and just resonated with my energy and decided to shut the whole thing down? Did I do it? If you have 15 questions along with your intuition, along with a thought, that is definitely intuition. You will never doubt imagination, but you will always doubt intuition until you come to a stage where you start having a grip over what you're thinking. Okay, does it help answer your question?
Yes, it does.
Okay, and as far as feelings are concerned, distrust, not having faith, having insecurity, having anger, all these are feelings which are connected to our belief systems. We have extremely solid belief systems. And the way to get rid of these feelings, consistent feelings which keep coming back again and again and again, is to change your belief system. And the way to do it is through solid healing techniques like quantum theta healing. Theta healing is very powerful, and it completely reverses your belief system. It digs deep, but you have to do it with the right practitioner. So, but yeah, I mean, just to let everyone know, feelings, belief systems, there's a specific way in which you can overcome your thought pattern by first digging as to why do you have that thought pattern, then removing it and replacing it with something that will work for your highest and best. And we use different kinds of energies in order to do that. We go on to different planes outside of our body in order to accomplish that. Yeah. Yes. Yes, Jaya.
You keep mentioning a PDF, obviously because I wasn't there yesterday. Maybe you can send it on the group, so I will have it too.
Yes, I think you're okay. I'll send it to you. Yeah. Sent. Okay.
All right.
Any more questions? Anyone? Okay. So, just to recap a little about what we went over yesterday, as I shared at the beginning of the call, Maa Varahi, by now, does everyone have clarity on what is this energy, Maa Varahi? If not, I'll just go over it once more. Maa Varahi is that part of the feminine divine energy that makes us take action. She is the commander-in-chief of Maa Lalita Tripura Sundari, who is our creator. If we just called a light and said, imagine light, and ask something from light, okay, that's impossible for us to sustain. So we have, as human beings, we have created forms. And even faiths in which there are no forms, there is a structure. So we have created structures, and because our human mind is unable to fathom something which is abstract. So we have created forms, we have created energies, we have given names to those energies, and we have started following a certain practice in order to bring us closer to that particular energy. Maa Varahi is also known as Bhu Mandala Adhipati or Bhu Devi. Bhu is earth and Devi is goddess of earth. So Mother Earth, the other name of that is Maa Varahi. Maa Varahi, we will now open the PDF. Is everyone able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, great. So this is what Maa Varahi looks like, and I will share a little more detail as we go and deep dive into it. So Maa Varahi, I've explained where does Maa Varahi come from. She is a form of goddess Parvati, and she is one of the 8 Matrukas, Ashtamatrukas, in Sri Vidya or Shaktism, which is the worship of goddesses, goddess energy. She is one of those 8 energies or 7 energies which are essential for us to lead our life. So Ashtamatrukas are 8 divine mothers who make sure that on the earth plane, what are the things that we will like in order to help us live an abundant and life full of good health, well-being. So what are those Ashtamatrukas called? Brahmi, Maheshwari, Kaumari, Vaishnavi, Varahi, Mahendri, Chamundi, Mahalakshmi. So these are the 8 forms of energies which are required in order for us to live a healthy, wealthy, fulfilling life. Unless we live the material plane, it is very difficult for anybody to start appreciating the spiritual plane. So, in order for us to live a fulfilling life, all these 8 energies are around us, and we, from time to time, reach out to them in order for them to help us see the beauty of life. So if you see, the 5th name is Maa Varahi, Brahmi, Maheshwari, Kaumari, Vaishnavi. 5th name is Varahi. So Maa Varahi is also known as Panchamye Namah. She is the 5th deity or 5th energy in the Ashtamatrukas, 8 forms of Divine Mother, and that is why she is also known as Panchami. Okay, and her favorite day, or the day where we can leverage a lot of her energies, are Panchami. That is the 5th day from the moon cycle of a full moon as well as no moon. So we have 2 of them happening every. It's not 5th of the month. It is 5th day after the moon cycle is known as Panchami, or uh, uh, that's when we feel her energy is maximum. She's also extremely favorable to the day Friday, because it's the 5th day of the week also. But generally, feminine energies or feminine goddesses are known to favor Fridays and Tuesdays. And Friday is one of the days which Maa Varahi favors. So if you have to start any of her sadhana, it is advisable to do that in Navratri during the 5th day of the lunar cycle, or you can start on any given Friday. That is the basic. Okay. So here I've given in detail her entire. I rewrote this whole script, so please go through it. This talks about how she comes from the Lord Varaha avatar of Vishnu. Today, incidentally, is Ekadashi, that is the 11th day from the lunar cycle, which is dedicated to Lord Vishnu. So it's not a coincidence that we are doing this particular workshop on Friday and Saturday. Okay, so this is what Maa Varahi, this is where she comes from. She is worshipped at night as her energies are most active, and she is a very, very fierce form of goddess who is responsible for, and just so that everyone is aware, Maa Varahi is not just worshipped in Hinduism, but she is also worshipped in different religions like Buddhism, and there are different aspects of her which are worshipped. She might be called Baraha, or by a different name, but the iconography of a boar-faced goddess, feminine goddess energy, is available and seen in different kinds of religion as well. It is not restricted to Hinduism alone. And she is this goddess who is a form of goddess Durga and is responsible for killing the asuras or demons called Shumbha, Nishumbha, and Raktabija. These were demons that were fierce demons that were creating havoc on different planes of existence, and she was responsible for killing them. Why are we discussing an energy that believes in killing demons? How is it relevant today? Because demons aren't around us. What used to be an external form of energy in the days, in ancient times, is an energy which exists within us these days. Any form of any form of jealousy, envy, anger, all these are feelings which are available, which are demons for us. Self-doubt, overthinking, anything that is stopping us from leading our life the way we could lead our lives and live to our highest potential is something that is a demon. So, so that is something that is very, very uh, prevalent in today's day and times. The demon energies are within us. We don't have to go look for demons outside. Okay, so this is what it's all about. Iconography and symbolism. Varahi iconography, as I was explaining the other day, is um, it's a very deep symbolic iconography of a boar-faced goddess who is pot-bellied, which means that she has a full body. She is full of all that she is creating. My voice is echoing, which means someone is recording. Request you not to record. Okay, so this is the iconography of Maa Varahi. She's not a slender goddess she is a voluptuous goddess with a full belly because she has creation in her womb. She is also depicting earth, and earth is a spherical round body, and that is what the depiction of Maa Varahi is all about. She is a full-bodied goddess with that energy of abundance. She symbolizes fertility, and I had I think Spriti had asked this question that whether something like this can be given to someone who's a mother to be absolutely chanting her mantra will definitely help someone who's about to give birth. So this is something usually she has 2, 4, 6, or 8 hands. Each of these hands holds a specific object which is used in order to crush her enemies, crush all the negative forces that are around us. What are these things? This is chakra, which is discus, gada, which is a mace, sword, khadga, staff, which is danda. She's also known as Dandanathaye Nama. Means someone who danda is also punishment, but it also means staff. It's that stick. Shield, a goad, pestle, bell, plow, noose. These are all different kinds of armaments that she holds in order to ensnare and defeat her enemies. Okay, these are the tools that she has in order to take that action. And 2 of her hands are always in Varada Mudra. This is the Varada Mudra, blessing hand. Okay, so this is what 2 of her hands are doing at most times. Her boar-faced association has to do with the aspect of her eating away negative or negativity within us. As all of us are aware, pigs live in very boars, pigs, that whole family lives in filth. Okay, and she is someone who lives in that filth in order to keep us clean. And she is also someone who, in our body, if you ask where do you keep all of that, all the orifices that we have, that is where Maa Varahi resides in our body. So what are those orifices? Our ears, any holes or any orifices that we have through which we we secrete any form of unwanted substances from our body. That is where she lives. So ears, nose, mouth, our anal tract, any form of openings in our body is where Maa Varahi sits, because that is the job that she does. She makes sure that she eats out all the filth, and which is why she is also known as someone who governs our senses. So if you actually see our sense of hearing, our sense of smell, our sense of taste. These are all things which she governs. And because she is closely associated with all these senses, she is that one powerful energy who also um, is extremely potent when you are facing any form of health issues. So what is disease? Disease is a negativity. It is an emotion which has not found expression, and it starts seeking attention in the form of an ailment within our body. So a neck pain, a knee pain, anything like that is a hidden emotion which is not finding expression. You've not given it enough attention. You have not expressed it and lived it. So it is showing up in your body in the form of some ailment, and her job is to eat that up. And that is what she does. She is extremely good when it comes to any form of health related issues. So anyone experiencing that can really benefit from that. She is also known to be somebody. There are 9 forms of Maa Varahi, and one of the forms, I will share that, one of the forms of Maa Varahi is also extremely potent and very, very effective with any glandular problems that a person is having, or reproductive problems if a person is having. So issues of infertility, issues of thyroid, pituitary gland, hormonal imbalance, anything like that, this is the deity that can help pull you out of it. So this is something that is very, very effective. I was sharing yesterday that during COVID times, or a little after that, I lost my sense of smell. And I have been regularly practicing Maa Varahi's sadhana, and it has helped regain a little bit of my, it's not at 100% yet because I'm not regular enough, but it has really helped get my sense of smell to an extent where at least I can distinguish between what's burning and what's flavorful food. So that is something that it has really helped. Her mounts are diverse. Mounts are those animals on which a deity, god, or goddess resides. A lot of people ask me also, why is it that every god has one mount? Why is it that, so every mount has a significance. So Ganesha has a rat. Lakshmi, Ma Lakshmi, goddess Lakshmi has an owl. Everything has a significance, but over here I'm going to explain what Maa Varahi's mounts are all about. She is the she presides on a he buffalo known as Mahisha. So Mahisha is a buffalo, and what does it represent in regular life? That is our inertness, our laziness, our inability to do something about things. And and it also symbolizes our ego. If you look at a buffalo, it looks down upon everybody around it. It feels that it is so invincible and so important that I don't care if a bird comes and picks mites out of my body. It will never shoo that bird away. So this is what she does. She sits on top of that ego and inertia and makes us do things and take action. So that is one. She sometimes also sits on a preta or a corpse. What does that mean? That is the ill health or everything that needs to die within us. That is that corpse that Maa Varahi is all about. And that is what she sits on and conquers and helps us conquer that. And the other thing is Sheshnag. So yesterday someone had a question about what does she do when she sits on a Sheshnag. What she does is she is also someone who is part of the root chakra. There are energy centers in our body, and the first energy center is root chakra. And why Sheshnag? Sheshnag is Kundalini energy. So Kundalini is a serpent that is coiled 2.5 times around our root chakra, and the mouth of the serpent, the tail of the serpent is within the mouth of the serpent. So this is how the Kundalini is. As you keep progressing in your spiritual path, slowly that starts uncoiling, and no wonder she sits on top of the Sheshnag. So which means that when it completely uncoils and that energy travels from your root chakra, Swadhisthana, Manipuraka, Anahata, Vishuddhi, Agnya, that is when the Kundalini completely comes into full force, opening up its opening itself up, and that is what she resides on, and that means conquering your Kundalini energy. Okay, it is extremely painful to go through an Kundalini awakening. I would not advise anybody to go through that. Some of you have gone through that experience and have realized how painful it is. It is not something, Kundalini awakening should not happen without a mentor or a guru hand holding you, because it is physically, mentally, emotionally traumatic. So please do not do meditations, self-help meditations, which can raise your Kundalini. By the way, the mantra that I have given you, Shri Matre Nama Ichha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Swarupini, Shri Matre Nama, has the ability to raise your Kundalini if done in a particular way, which I have not shared. So please do not attempt this. And if you are going through any kind of Kundalini awakening signs, reach out to somebody who can handhold you to help you understand how to tackle this difficult phase. It's not pleasant. So it is physically painful, emotionally painful, and you will go through a lot. So she is somebody who can help you awaken that Kundalini and conquer that pain or that emotional turbulence that you will go through if you allow her to. So that is what Sheshnag is all about.
So,
In yeah,
can I ask one question? Sorry to interrupt. So
sure.
I'm not aware of that. What are the signs if one is meditating and experiences the Kundalini awakening? Physical signs? Like, is it like cloudiness or brain fog or something positive?
It starts with a lot of movement happening in your lower chakras. It can start in the posterior, in your um, base of the spine. You can start feeling a lot of whirring activity or acute pain. Like for me, I'm going to share this because all of us are adults here. I started having a pain right in the middle of my right bum. And that's a place neither you can sit down, nor you can stand up, nor can you show it to a doctor and say, what the hell is happening? And every day at a certain specific time, that pain would start and start shooting up the spine. And everything was very difficult. Everything. I couldn't make sense of what was happening. I was in acute pain. So it starts with a lot of physical pain. And then, for example, one of my mentors said, she lives abroad, and when her Kundalini awakening started, the Kundalini energy raised right up till here to her Agnya chakra, and she would go to office. She works in an office. She would go to office, and that whole thing would start moving. The skin around her third eye would be moving in a circular fashion, and everyone would ask her, what are you doing? Can you stop this? And she's like, it's not me doing anything, I can't stop it. So, and then she would try to put ice on it. She tried to go to doctors, and they were like, we don't know what this is. So,
So,
so that is what happens.
so like, why is it done? Because I have seen many messages on the social media and in the that they do teach it. But it seems to be something risky. Like, is it some for some purpose? It has something which we can utilize.
It is for in a short sentence, it is for spiritual enlightenment.
And what
It
is
is
the benefit of that?
spiritual
I'm
enlightenment.
sorry, like I'm
Yeah,
asking you.
spiritual enlightenment is where you start working on aspects of your soul which helps you experience the material world as well as the spiritual world, which is, and it connects you to higher consciousness. So your intuition power builds up, your ability to um, detach yourself from all this maze that you're living in. All those things get impacted. Kundalini awakening is a very specific process and a very, very detailed subject, and it should not be attempted alone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry to disturb.
No, not at all. I'm glad for your question. And when I have that workshop, please join it. I will share it. It's also okay, so I'll just go a little bit into a depth of what we are trying, and it's related to Maa Varahi. So we have energy centers in our body, within our body. 6 of them are within our body, and one is outside our body. We have Mooladhara Chakra, Swadhisthana Chakra, Manipuraka Chakra, Anahata Chakra, Vishuddhi Chakra, Agnya Chakra, and outside our body is Sahasrara, or tip of the head is Sahasrara Chakra. In order for all these chakras to function, or for all of us to live a healthy, prosperous, good life, all these chakras have to rotate at the same frequency, at the same on the same axis, in the same direction. So if you are visiting a loved one and you're seeing someone after a very long time, your heart chakra gets activated to such an extent that it starts thumping. If you are sexually excited, then your sacral chakra is excited. If you're healing somebody, then your Agnya chakra gets excited. So all these chakras at every point in time, whoever has control over making sure that all these chakras, energy centers, are giving the same energy, same frequency. It's like a orchestra, all instruments playing at the same time in order to create a symphony is what our body is capable of doing, but we don't know how to do it because all chakras function at their own will. And when these chakras are functioning absolutely 100% well, we have 3 grandhis or knots. Okay, we have Brahma Grandhi, Vishnu Grandhi, and Rudra Grandhi. Grandhi means knots. When we do certain sadhana, it opens up those knots, which helps the energy flow in a proper direction. Kundalini rises, and when that happens, it dissolves all our past karmas. It dissolves all those aches, pains, everything that we are going through, and it gets us closer to our creator. Manifestation is not even something that I want to talk about here, because the minute your 3 knots open up, all karmas from past lives are obliterated. There are people who work towards opening up their granthis. And once these 3 granthis, Brahma Granthi, Vishnu Granthi, and Rudra Granthi, one is in our Swadhisthana chakra, sacral chakra. One is in our Manipuraka chakra, which is solar plexus chakra, and the other one is in our throat, Rudra Granthi. Once these 3 open up, everything opens up in the universe for us. We have manifestation powers, we have the ability to choose whether we want to reincarnate or not. And then we go on top, that energy moves up from beyond our Agnya chakra to our Sahasrara chakra, and then we have something known as soul star chakra. Once that soul star chakra breaks, you are out of this loop of life and death for good. Then you have a choice whether you want to come back to Mother Earth and relive that entire, relationship, kahani ghar ghar ki, all those things, or you want to merge with the creator. Okay, so in short, the reason why I shared all this is Maa Varahi is responsible to open up the Rudra Granthi, which means enough sadhana on Maa Varahi can help you obliterate, wipe out karmic debts in such a manner that the topmost Granthi can open up. So it starts from Brahma Granthi, it keeps moving up. With the Kundalini, it rises, breaks open this Granthi, knot, and then goes up and opens and breaks open the soul star chakra. All those who break the soul star chakra have the ability for receiving moksha. All ascended masters, Guru Nanak Dev, all those people who have ascended, we call ascended masters, are the ones who have experienced this. Gautam Buddha, Guru Nanak Dev, Shirdi Sai Baba. And then they can choose Mahavatar Babaji. They can choose whether they want to leave their physical body or they want to come back and relive their life in a astral form. So, whether they want to mentor different souls astrally and not have a physical body, or they want to be in physical body and help people out in today's day and age. So, Maa Varahi and her sadhana helps opening up the Rudra Granthi. Okay, I'm sorry I steered off course a little. None of this is given in the PDF because this is an advanced level information that I have shared. Ignore it for all those people who could not understand or don't want to get into it right now. It's okay. Benefits of Varahi worship are given. As I mentioned, Maa Varahi is all about eating up anything and everything that is negative, whether it is our internal emotions, feelings, circumstances, experiences, black magic, occult practices that are going against us, any kind of safeguarding us from any kind of mishaps, accidents, fears, self-doubt, etc., etc. These are the benefits that are listed. Yesterday, what I did not share, and I've mentioned it in point number 11 is you have to be extremely careful when you do Maa Varahi's worship because it will give you Vak Siddhi. I'm repetitively saying this again and again. Please do not use Maa Varahi's energies in order to harm somebody else. If you are going to do sadhana and you will get Vak Siddhi. For instance, when I started doing this sadhana, I started saying things and it would just happen. I'm not saying that I would call a person a monkey and that would turn into a monkey. I'm just saying that, I would say things like, this person is so mean, I hope their work doesn't get through. I'm just saying as an example, if I was saying this, it will happen. She does not have the ability to make that distinction for you. You have to make that distinction. She is a Devi of action. You tell her, this person has made my life miserable, or I need stuck money, this person has run away with my money. She will ensure that person repays it in whatever kind. So please do not do things which will harm other people. Use her energies in order to better your life. Just ask for the money that you may have lost. Don't ask for, this person took my money, please take care of her, or this person did black magic on me, or I've been experiencing this hurt and trauma because of X person, please take care of it. Do not do this. She is extremely fierce. The repercussions of that would be felt by you as well. So be extremely wary of what you are asking her for. If you're going to ask, make sure it is for your highest and best and has nothing to do with another person. If you're asking for support, ask for, I want support, I want resources, I want money, I want good health, I want clarity of mind. Ask her for these things. Don't say, I was wronged by X person and now please make sure. Do not work on your negative aspects when it comes to her, because the repercussions will be felt and it will boomerang on you also. So be very, very careful. I have experienced this. I would say something and then I would immediately ask for, and I would say small things like, oh my God, this house help didn't come to me on time, or she didn't do her work. Mom, please take care of her. No, don't do that. I would say only that much and regret it. So I would take it back and say, no, 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 don't do anything to her. I will, give me patience, give me the ability to do my work on my own. Don't make me dependent on people like this. Please give me good people and a support system that I'm proud of and I deserve. So those are the kind of intentions that you should make when it comes to Maa Varahi. I've already mentioned timings of worshipping Maa Varahi are between sunset and sunrise. She is most prevalent between 12 a.m. at night and 4 a.m. in the morning. That is the time to do any form of sadhana after sunset. General instructions, anything to, she is known as Agnya Chakreshwari, which means she sits on our intuitive space within our body. So, so when you do her sadhana, the first thing that happens is your intuition powers will treble, grow to 1,000 times. And I've shared experiences of how I have experienced it in yesterday's class. Please go through the recording. Apply kumkum and vibhuti on Agnya Chakra. Why do you apply kumkum and vibhuti? Kumkum is a powder which is made out of lemon and ash. Ash. So when you apply this kumkum on your Agnya Chakra, it protects you from thinking anything negative. It shields you from anything negative. So when we are praying to somebody who we are trying to bring into our space, we clean up that space. And kumkum and vibhuti is a way to clean up that space. So that is why we use that. Offer sandalwood and kumkum to Divine Mother. Sandalwood, because it is one of the most amazing fragrances known to mankind, which are natural. And again, since she is Mother Earth, anything coming from ground is definitely a good offering to her. Smudge, dhoop, samrani, she's very, very fond of incense. Dhoop, samrani, loban, etc. Why is she so like, if you could probably ask, if she's a deity, what is this favoritism in terms of why does she like incense, etc. So understand, when you are talking about elements, okay, she is the earth element, so obviously she is going to like all the other 4 elements. What are those? Pancha Mahabhut, 5 elements around us that we experience. One is earth element, air element, water element, sky element, and space, ether. Fire element, sorry, and ether. Ether is spirit or space, as people call it. So these are the 5 elements. So that is the reason why we offer her as many elements as possible. So the other water element is through jaggery. Okay, so jaggery is jaggery water. You can, with a little bit of pinch of cardamom, black pepper, mix jaggery, good amount of jaggery with water. Add a pinch of cardamom, ginger powder, suntha, what it's called, and a black pepper, and then offer this to her. This is something that is her favorite drink. So if you're not able to offer her anything, if you just offer her this, or 5 fruits, or 5 cashews, or 5 dates, anything like this, she is extremely happy. Face the west direction if possible when you're meditating on her or offering your chants. This is very, very beneficial. And if you really want to do ritualistic approach, you can also worship her with kumkum or red flower on the Sri Chakra. If some of you do not want to have a picture of her, you can use the Sri Chakra or Sri Yantra. And because she's part of the base of that Sri Chakra, you can just use some kumkum and you offer that on the Sri Chakra, and that is how you can pray to her. You don't have to have a photograph of hers. Okay. And what do you do with the kumkum after that? You can use it. I use it to consume it, heal somebody, or if I'm feeling unwell, I use it with a little bit of water. I apply it here, as you are seeing. I apply it on my wallet. I apply it on anything that wants that is a source for me to get abundance. I also apply it on my phone, because that is how I get um, maximum ways of connecting with people who want to work with me, or my loved ones. So I apply kumkum on everything and everywhere. So that is something that you can use later. And if for those people who are a little shy about putting kumkum on their forehead, you can also put it on your sahasrara, which is the top tip of the head, every day. Okay, so this is a fantastic form of protection and shielding. So this is in Hindi. I've shared. Some of the participants wanted some Hindi names, as everything in Devanagari as well. So that's why I've provided it. Now, this is the process which I'm going to share of manifestation, of protection, of different types. So these are her 16 names, and what do you do with these 16 names is what is given here in the note, which was not there in yesterday's PDF. When in trouble, use the 16 names of, if you want her presence, and if you want it immediately, if you're in some kind of a soup, just recite these 16 names wherever you are, in whatever form you are. What is the, I'll show you the Varahi Mudra. Mudra is a way to attract her attention. So how do you make the Varahi Mudra? These are our fingers, and you put your thumb finger of the right hand on the index finger of your left hand, and bring both your palms or fingers, cross them, and then you have the thumb, just put it inside. This is Varahi Mudra. Okay. This is the Varahi Mudra. If you just make the mudra and just keep saying Varahi, 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 even that helps. But these 16 names are very powerful. If you are in trouble, immediately start saying this and she will come. So, so make the Varahi Mudra. Varahi Mudra is the thumb of the right hand, the index finger of the left hand. Put all the fingers together, and this extra thumb from the left hand, just put it inside the cave. This is Varahi Mudra. Very simple. Okay. So recite these 16 names in order to overcome any kind of, when you want her instantaneously, that is when you invoke her with these 16 names. Okay. The reason why Om and Shri are written is because these are known as pranavas. Om is a pranava, which means suffix. Om is said when you want to invite or invoke masculine divine energies like Shiva. And Shri is the pranava you use when you are trying to invoke feminine energies or feminine divine energies. So you can also say Om Bandhana Varahi Namaha, but if you say Shri Bandhana Varahi Namaha, then it makes a more relevance, and it brings her closer to us faster. Both are not wrong. You can use anything, but Shri is what we use for feminine energies. Okay, so this is the 16 Shodasha Namavali. I'm going to record all this on YouTube, and I'm going to share the link. So all you have to do sometimes is just keep listening, but I would, highly recommend all of you start pronouncing it as much as possible, because when you listen to something, it is just something that is there in your background. Just FYI, I also started out like this because a lot of it is Sanskrit and it's difficult, but I also started out like that. But the moment I started hearing them, I started becoming familiar with them. And then one day I started reciting them. So it's a good way to start somewhere. So I'll record all of that in my voice, and then you can keep listening to it as and when you want. But I would recommend that all of you please start reciting it on your own. Okay. The second aspect of this Dwadash Namavali is 12 names of Varahi. Again, Om and Shri are Pranavas. You can use either, but if you use Shri, that is better. These are the 12 names of all the generals that she has under her, and they come and protect us from any form of negativity or evil eye, black magic, etc. So the way to chant this in order to safeguard yourself from anything negative that is happening is say these 12 times or 21 times every day for 12 days or 21 days. This removes any form of black magic which somebody has done on you. If you do it at a particular time every day, you will see the effect faster. If you're not able to do it on the same time every day, try doing it at least once a day sometime. So this is what is used. This is for protection and shielding, immense protection and shielding. These 12 are her generals. So under her, there are 12 forms of energies which go and help a person immediately. So these are the 12 names. Okay. This is her team. Again, what is the benefit of this is written right below. How do you do it? Recite this 12 name list or 12 or 21 times every day for 12 or 21 days continuously for removal of negative energies, BM removal within. Do this until your issue is resolved. Okay. Then you have the 7 names of Maa Varahi. This is a fantastic wealth manifestation process in which you recite 7 names for 7 days continuously. You have to make the intention, you have to light a lamp, you sit down every day and say these 7 times every single day for 7 days, and you will be able to see. This is used for any form of wealth manifestation, prosperity, abundance. Okay. And again, everything is mentioned over here, how many times you're supposed to recite it, 3 times or 5 times every day for a minimum of 21 days continuously for exceptionally quick manifestation. Most of this is used for prosperity related work. Okay, abundance, prosperity, money, any material gains. You can also do this for, so Spriti, this is the one that you do for fertility. So in any person who is going through infertility issues or is about to give birth to a child, safeguard protection. So this is that mantra that you do, 7 names of Maa Varahi. Okay, so anyone who wants to start a family can also use this. Okay. And then we have the 108 names of Ma. 108 names of Ma are given here. Again, the Pranava, Om or Shri can be used as per your own discretion, whichever calls to you. What I do if someone says, oh my God, these are so many things and I don't know, I'm confused about which one to do. For Navratri, at least try and do these Ashtotaran Shatanamavali or the Shodashan, like 16 names or the 12 names or 7 names. At least do this in these 9 days. If you can't do anything else, offer her some jaggery water, offer her 5 fruits, and just recite these 108 names with an intention, please take care of my health, or please protect me, or please take care of whatever is your intention. If done properly, these 9 days, you will see miracles. All those of you who are interested in starting something new, making, buying property, renting a space, or looking for any kind of monetary benefits, the Ashtottara Namavali is a fantastic way. And if you do this for 9 days, especially on Panchami or the last 3 days of 4th, 5th, and 6th of July, you will see fantastic results. Along with that, you have to maintain certain aspects of rules which are maintained in Navratri. What are those rules? No eating animal protein, meat, um, fish, any form of red meat, white meat, eggs, mushrooms, nothing. If you can eat without onion and garlic, wonderful. These 9 days, if you are going to consume and do this work, you will not be able to withstand the energy. So it is not at all beneficial to eat meat and then do this chanting. I do not recommend this at all. On other days, it's okay for you to do it, but not on Navratri. If you can maintain celibacy, nothing like it. For those of you who want to buy a property or house or win a court case, if you do these 108 names and sleep on the floor for 9 days with just a mat, basic mat, it has tremendous phenomenal results. So all those of you who are gunning for a property, please do this. It will really work wonders. These are the 108 names. Okay. And then this is given in Devanagari as well. And then after that, we have the Varahi Stuti. This is another prayer. So doing, if for 9 days, if you are able to light a lamp, incense, offer some food, offer some water, make an intention of, I need my third eye to open up and I need intuitive powers with your grace and blessing, or I need phenomenal results, and or sometimes you just don't need anything. I don't know what I need. Please do something to change my life. Then what you need to do is read out the Varahi Stuti, the Varahi Kavacham, and do any of this is the Varahi Stuti. This is the Varahi Kavacham, what I recited beforehand, only once. And you have to say any of the either 12 names or 16 names or 108 names or the 7 names of Ma. You decide how many times you want to. So if you do this Navratri sadhana with Stuti, Kavacham, and a version of her names, depending on what you want to do, you will see phenomenal results in your life. I have done this and I'm sitting here as a live example to help you understand. I've come out of a lot of crap that I was going through just 365 days ago. And towards the end, this is given again, all of this will be recited and shared with all of you. So you have to just listen to it and start chanting it. Even sometimes listening to it helps. So how do you meditate on this? Keep the names of Maa Varahi open, the audio, bring her into your consciousness in your third eye, and then just start offering flowers or just sit down and just keep visualizing this name being offered at her feet. Okay, that's all you have to do. This is the meditative process. So if someone says, I can't do all this ritualistic thing, it's not for me, that's absolutely okay. You can do this by listening to the audio. I will be sharing an audio which has a meditative way of invoking her energies, a guided meditation. All you need to do is listen to it and you're done. I will share the links before 26th. Okay, so this is something that you can do. She is the Devi of intuition, so you don't have to do all this. What are we going to offer her anyways? The whole planet is hers. It's like I'll pluck a flower from her garden and offer it to her. So it's not really uh, recommended to do ritualistic or meditative, whatever pulls to you, whatever you resonate with, you can do that. Varahi Ishtakarya Siddhi, 5 Fridays manifestation. This is something I've tried not once, more than that, and it has worked wonderfully for me. This is a specific thing that you do. All the instruction is provided here. Every Friday, for 5 Fridays, you have to do it. You have to take a photograph of her. You have to put some turmeric, or sorry, put some sandalwood paste or kumkum on her photograph or the Sri Chakra, and you can offer sambrani or incense, 5 agarbattis or incense sticks, dhoop sticks, and any kind of 5 fruits, 5 cashews or 5 mixed fruits, 5 dates. And her favorite food is anything red. So pomegranate is her favorite food. All those of you who are trying to overcome fertility issues, please offer pomegranate. Anyone who wants to buy land, or who has any kind of diseases related to blood, pituitary glands, hormones, the best fruit to offer is pomegranate. That is her favorite food. So please offer that. And then in a yellow cloth on the first Friday, you have to tie 55 rupees by applying some turmeric on that, on those notes in any denomination. So 55 of US dollars or 55 of euros, 55 pounds or 55 rupees. Take that, apply some turmeric, tie it in a yellow cloth and keep it in front of her. After 5 Fridays are over, you give this money to a needy person. Okay, so this is something that you can do, and you have to chant the 12 names of Varahi 5 times. So this is a process which guarantees your manifestation will happen. It has happened twice. I've done this twice. Both times it has happened, and things happened in the second or third week. So, and if it doesn't happen, don't lose heart. Maybe there is some karma that needs is entangling this manifestation. Don't give up. Reach out to me if it's not happened. But I have tried this and it has worked like magic. This needs to be repeated for 5 consecutive Fridays. Anyone who is in their menstrual cycle needs to stop and resume the activity in the next cycle after the 5 days are over. So first Friday, second Friday, third Friday, if you're in your menstrual cycle, you stop there. And after 5 days of your completion, you start with that Friday being the third Friday. Okay, so this is how you go about doing this. After everything is done, if you offer a red colored sari to a married lady or a couple or someone needy, preferably not someone who's known, so not your maid. If you offer that, I have offered it and it has really helped. So you can do that as well. And that 55 rupees needs to be donated to somebody. What do you do with the fruits that are offered in these 5 Fridays? You consume them. Okay, so, and you can distribute among other people, but if you can consume them on your own, that is best. So if you're offering 5 pomegranates, give it to yourself, your family members, all those who need to experience that abundance. If you give it outside your family, then whatever you've asked for will spill over to that outside also. So preferably consume it on your own. Everything that is offered is meant to be consumed. The jaggery water, consume it. Okay, so this is the other manifestation ritual and process which I have done. Many people here on the group have also experienced this, and they can share some feedback. And the second last process, which is for wish fulfillment, is again, this is a fantastic way of manifestation, especially if you do it in this Navratri period of 26th June to 6th July. If you can do this, so how do you do Sri Chakra Archana? You have the Sri Chakra or Sri Yantra. The photograph has been shared on the group. All those who already have Sri Chakra in their homes in any metal, whatever form, you can do it on that also. Add kumkum, red powder, bring fresh kumkum and add it every day, or you can do it with Bilva Patra, Bel Patra. I will share the English name and what it looks like for those of you who are unable to understand what is this leaf. If you are offering 108 of those on the Sri Chakra, it will ensure that you get immense wealth, immense abundance, prosperity. And I've mentioned it, if it can be done on all days of Navratri, just doing this much is also enough. Just doing this much is also enough. You don't have to do all the other things. This process can be done on all days of Navratri or on the 5th day of Navratri, that is 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 30th of June. If you can do this, wonderful. Or you can do on 4th, 5th, and 6th of July, these 3 days. Okay, so you can take the printout of the Sri Chakra. For those of you who don't have it, you can take that out, create a altar space, a clean space, and then just place that printout and take some kumkum, take some Bilva Patra or Bel Patra, and then start offering 108 of those on that Sri Chakra or that printout while reciting this 108 times. Om Reem Shreem Kleem Vasudhaye Namaha. Vasudha means Mother Earth. Okay, so when you call out to her, she definitely manifests in all ways possible. And the last thing is the Varahi Mool Mantra. Again, if you are doing something and you use this mantra, if you do it during Navratri, wonderful. This is the way you connect to Ma. This is her mantra. You know, some people are like, what, there are so many mantras you've shared, yes. But if you ask which is her mantra, what is she known as? What is that mantra which, like you have Gayatri mantra, Lakshmi mantra. This is her mantra. Aim Glaum Varahye Namaha. I'm going to recite it as well 108 times. Share the link. If you do it with the mudra, what is the mudra? Your 4 fingers, index finger, touch your thumb of your right hand to your left hand index finger, close all of your fingers, and then insert your thumb into the cave between the two hands. This is your Varahi Mudra. With this, if you just sit down and in a quiet space and just chant Aim Glaum Varahi Namaha, Aim Glaum Varahi Namaha, Aim Glaum Varahi Namaha, Aim Glaum Varahi Namaha, Aim Glaum Varahi Namaha. That itself is extremely meditative, and it can really raise your vibration and get you out of that funk of whatever you're going through. And you want to come out of. With this, I'm 9 minutes over time, but this is where I would end whatever I had to share. There's one last thing someone had asked me, and I wanted to share that. So someone had asked me, how do you know that you have black magic or negativity inside your house? Okay, so these are the things how you will know that you have indication of black magic at home. Brain fog, no peace of mind, something is missing in life, too many debates and arguments, fights happening amongst people who inhabit the house. Nothing is working for you. You don't feel like going home. So if you come out of home, you just don't feel like going back. There is a sense of fear or anxiety the minute you step into your house. Frequent nightmares, always sweating even when you have the AC on. And one of the biggest things that is an indication is every time you're consuming some food, there is some form of hair follicle in your food. Hair fall, hair follicle within your food. These are indications of black magic within your home, and you are under the spell of somebody's actions of negativity on you. If any of two or more of these are happening to you, then that means that you are affected by this. Okay, so you need to chant those 12 names of Maa Varahi. Sit down at your home and do this so that that energy, and say it out loud. Don't do this in your mind. Okay, so I'll repeat that again. Brain fog, no peace of mind, something is missing in life, too many debates and arguments, fights happening amongst the residents of the household. Nothing is working for you. You don't feel like going home. You don't feel safe in your home. Frequent nightmares, always sweating even when you are in AC, and any form of hair in your food, or if you are losing clumps of hair, is a sure shot indication that you have been affected by black magic or negativity coming your way from outside. If any of the two are happening, two or more are happening to you, you are under the spell of BM. Okay. For now, I have locked everything while we are speaking. So for the next 24 hours, all those energies are not affecting you, which is why there were no breakages in communication. There was no network going off. You could hear me clearly. I did not falter. Whenever you are going through any form of evil attack or psychic attack from somebody, you will notice that communication is also something that gets hampered. The right kind of energy that can help you out of that situation does not come through. One of the people that are on the call, I'm not going to name them, had contacted me when they were looking for a house and had gone into a space. And for 2 days, I was, unable to respond to this person. And then all of a sudden, something just prompted me, and I was on a train, and I got in touch with this person, and I could see the extent of negativity that she was going to enter into. And I was able to facilitate a clearing immediately. But throughout that call, the network was acting up. There were gaps in communication, but somehow or the other, I think the person's will to come out of that space and not be affected and seek protection was so strong that they were able to reach me, and I was able to help out at the right time. So I didn't help out. I mean, the energies helped her out through me, and she is sitting on this call today, well, safe, in a safe space. So I just want to let everyone know that these kind of energies are real. We need to protect ourselves. We need to safeguard ourselves, and please take care of yourself. Okay. Any questions?
I think we
The
are
lemon,
already
yeah.
overshooting. Can I just ask just one question? One.
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah, sure.
All of you who have bought a lemon, what you need to do is take the lemon and rotate it anti-clockwise 3 times. Say the word Varahi, 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 Varahi. Okay, do it 5 times, not 3 times. Varahi, Varahi. And then you have to throw this lemon. This has cleared out all your negativity. Okay, what will you do with the water? You will drink the water if you haven't already drunk it. Have it, sip it, energize yourself. Okay, yes. Yes, questions.
Yes, regarding that fertility mantra of 7 names of Varahi. So, like, if there is a confusion, which way? Like, sometimes I feel whether adoption is the way, or IVF is the way, or natural conception is the way. Shall I
Yeah.
completely surrender to the divine?
Yes, surrender is the way.
Surrender is the way. Okay.
Surrender. You ask mother, make me a mother. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. How she does it is up to her.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Any other questions? Is everyone? Yes, please. Anamika, yes.
It's a very strange question, but I have to ask. When you all the chanting that has to be done, that has to be done loudly?
Anything to do with negativity, please do it loudly. Because when you chant outside, externally also, you're creating that shield and aura. So any negative, it's like when you do Hanuman Chalisa, you don't do it internally, right? You do it out loud. So similarly, anything to do with negativity removal, please do it out loud. If you are in a space where you are finding it difficult, there are 5 ways in which you need to chant. Okay, the first one is where you want to cleanse your environment and yourself. That's where you chant out loud. Om, om, om. Okay. When you want to experience that reverberation or that energy little bit inside, then you chant it om, om, om. Where the vibration is just in your mouth and you're saying it out loud so that you're not completely falling asleep or your mind is not going all over the place. The third way of chanting is where you are internalizing it. You just close your eyes. What do these sages and rishis and munis doing? There is an internal count going on. Okay, and they are not counting. So when you have to count 108 and it's not possible, but you reach that stage. I've reached that stage now where I don't need a mala in order to count 108. Okay, so you just keep counting and you keep on saying the mantra internally with your mouth closed. Om, om, om. Okay, that is how you do it. The fourth way of doing it is by writing it down, writing the chant Om, Om, Om 108 times. The same mantra that I've shared with you. If you find that it is not possible for you to chant it out loud, write it down. Okay, so that is called a Nama Japa. Nama Japa. Likhita Nama Japa means written writing. Okay. And then the last one, which is very, very powerful, it takes years to get there, is known as Paramantra. So Paramantra is where you are seeing the mantra. You're not even chanting it, you're just seeing it and it's in your being. So that is the mantra that most of the rishis and sages do. So these are the 5 ways in which you can chant a mantra.
Thank you. Just one more thing I have. But when we do the mudra and we chant, so 108 times, if I don't have, how will I?
Yeah, so the way to do it is you can chant 108 times in your voice. Okay. Or you can listen to the audio that I will share in my voice and you can just repeat with that.
Okay.
I would be chanting 108 times. I would be chanting 16 names. So
Okay.
that, or you can record it in your voice 108 times. That is what I would recommend doing. And then play that in a loop and you would know 108. So do the mudra, listen to that and chant along with that.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. Anyone else? Yeah. Nishita, you had a question? Did I see a raised hand? Was it my imagination or intuition? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Jaya, yeah. Please go ahead. You're speaking on mute. Yes.
I've just DM'd you, and then
Okay.
you can decide if you want to say that out loud. And it's on the chat on Zoom.
Okay.
the same chat.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so you can start this once,
It's over.
yeah, once it's over.
So I was just worried, should I log out or it's okay?
No, not at all. Yeah, we are not doing any form of chanting as such, so you don't have to log out.
Okay.
Not to worry.
Once I'm done, then I can
Yeah,
start.
And after that,
And
you can.
do I attend tomorrow?
So our workshop officially comes to an end today.
Today,
Bec-
okay.
But yesterday, please listen to the audio. You can listen to the audio. It's,
Yeah.
the recording from yesterday. I will share that.
Yeah.
And yesterday and today was the
For the 2 days,
was the
yes.
workshop. And the group will be open because we are now going to enter the Navratri period. Okay.
Mm, mm.
And there's one more PDF that I've shared, which is the Panchopchara puja. So anyone who wants to do the ritualistic way of that puja can go through the PDF. I will be sharing an audio as well. But those of you who don't want to, that's why I've not brought it up in this call. Anyone who wants to do that during Navratri sadhana, it's extremely beautiful. I've done it. And if someone wants to do it, please reach out to me if you have questions. Otherwise, everything is explained there, and I will be sharing an audio. In that audio, you will just switch on the audio and then you just keep all the things ready and just do it as per the guidance that is given for 9 days or 1 day or whatever days.
Thank you, Vaishma.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yes, one last question, Shailaja.
Yeah. Hi. Okay, no doubt, Varahi Amma is very powerful and even the rituals. But when we do Sri Vidya Sadhana also, that's the ultimate is what we are told. So why should anyone do Varahi Sadhana or any other sadhana?
Because Sri Vidya, Varahi Sadhana is part of Sri Vidya. It is not, in Sri Vidya, there are different levels.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when you are doing Sri Vidya, you are also incorporating her energies into that Sri Vidya sadhana. So
Okay.
Maa Varahi sadhana is part of Sri Vidya. It is the foundation. Anything to do with Ma Rajshamla, Ma Varahi, Lalita Tripura Sundari is the foundation on which the Sri Vidya sadhana is built. So unless and until you have a base, how will you build on that? This is all those aspects which is why Sri Chakra is provided. When you do Devi Khadgamala or when you're doing these are the pillars, Devi Khadgamala, Saundarya Lahari, Kanak Dhara Stotra, and Lalita Sahasranama. These 4 are the pillars of Sri Vidya. And
Okay.
Maa Varahi is very much a part of that pillar. So it's like, you're singling out one aspect in order to experience material pleasure and gains, after which you can go and do spiritual sadhana.
Okay.
Even Gautam Buddha experienced the pleasures of material life before he gave it up in order to pursue spiritual pursuits. So if you're going into spiritual plane and this part of your life has been bereft of any kind of happiness or joy from material gains, how will you experience spiritual bliss? You'll always feel, oh, I did not experience this, so I did not have it. Then again, you'll have to come back. So might as well just finish this off once and for all and then go up.
Sure. Thank you.
Yes, Nivedita.
Yeah, sorry, I knew just one thing. So my for my cycle, my date is on 2nd or 3rd July. So is there anything I should do, like usually my 27-day cycle will start on 2nd or 3rd. So I thought I wanted to start from 26th June, but what should I do then?
You start it. If you don't have your cycle and you start it, and wherever the important part is to start. Okay, so if it gets stopped or halted midway, no problem. But at least you start during this auspicious period. And if there's no way I mean, even if you start on 26th or 25th or 27th, you still have a good number of days. Even one day if you do, that's good enough. You start and then you take a pause and then you restart again wherever you left off from. Yeah. She's action taker, no? So she needs you to take that action first.
Yes.
So you take that action and then leave it to her. She'll take care of it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Anybody else who has any questions? Have I been able to answer everything? Purav, Smita, Shantani. Shantani, please go through the recording of yesterday. I've tried to cover as much as possible, but if you have any doubts, the group is open. I'm going nowhere. If required, we'll have another Q&A session. Not a problem. Before 26th, we will have another session. I anyways have to post all the YouTube links of the chants. So if you have any kind of doubts, please reach out. Don't hesitate. Okay. Yes. And the important thing that I want to share with everyone here is take the energy of people doing things to you back into your own hands, destroy it once and for all in order for you to experience the bliss of what your true potential is. All of us go through all kinds of issues in life. All of us experience different things. Don't remain in that space. Surrender to at least one energy and say, I trust you. Take me out of this space because I don't want to be here anymore. And see what happens, because I have seen that happening. I have gone through extremely tough times when I found Maa Varahi. So I would highly recommend anyone who wants to do this to just surrender once and see. Material wealth, material pleasures, relationship, health. I did it mainly because of health and mental and physical health, both. And it really helped me tremendously. So unless you do it, you will not be able to understand the power that she has and how she just eats away everything that is not beneficial for you. So, and in life, please understand one thing. You are the biggest obstacle in your life. Get out of the way. Allow people to come and help you. Allow those energies, surrender to them, and then see the magic unfold. You will become the biggest, best manifester and live the life of your dreams if you just get out of your own way. And self-doubt, insecurity, talking ill about yourself, about others, reliving the past, going over and over in a loop are all ways and means in which you are living and creating your own abysmal reality. So get out of your own way, please. Yes, Shalja.
Yeah, just wanted to share something. When I went to Kumbh, you kept saying that when we go to Kashi, we'll have to first visit the Kalbhairav temple. But for some reasons, like I couldn't go. And Varahi temple was the first temple I visited in Kashi. And then I mean, you got the Havan done, right? So that place. So there was a small step where we could climb, and I sat there and recited all those mantra you had shared. So there was one small Bhairav idol. So I did that, and then I came down. I showed your photos you had by then shared. So with their permission, I carried a little bit of that Havan ka ash, and I came back. So thanks to that.
Yes. She works in miraculous ways. She's the Gram Devi of Varanasi. So anyone who wants to enter that city, start worshipping her, it'll happen. Kal Bhairav is the guardian. She's the Gram Devi. And without her permission, she guards Varanasi. She's the guardian of Varanasi. So without her permission, it's not just Kal Bhairav. Without her permission, it will not happen. So if you want to visit Kashi,
Few
yeah,
days ago,
she
near Hosur also, there is one Sri Chakra temple. I visited there, so he was doing Abhishek and everything. After the Abhishek and everything, he said, stare at her. All I could see is like Varahi's face.
yeah, yeah.
So it
I
all started
find it
from there.
cute actually these days. I no longer find it fierce. Initially, I used to be like, what if I do something wrong? And then I was like, okay, you take care. If I'm doing it wrong, you guide me. So she's wonderfully benevolent to people who reach out to her and pray to her and surrender to her. So there are many, many miracles that people have seen, and I want you to experience this, which is why last year I had no inclination of teaching. I had no, this is the first sadhana I'm teaching after 2024 April. In all this while, I have not taught anything. This is the first thing that I am teaching and I'm sharing with everyone. I'm not teaching. I'm facilitating. She is doing the teaching. She is sitting within me and sharing whatever she wants people to know about her. So please know that it works wonders. I have done the sadhana, I have done the Navratri sadhana, I have done the manifestation processes. Everything is tried and tested. And then that's what I'm bringing to you. It's not something that is just hearsay. So believe me when I say that. Okay, so thank you so much for staying up so late. And I really, really appreciate Maa Varahi bringing us all together. It is my honor to present what I have in front of all of you. I really, really thank you for your trust. I thank Maa Varahi to bless us with this opportunity of getting to know her. I have only shared the tip of the iceberg, but the amount of research I have done in order to be able to share this information with you is humongous. Hopefully, someday I will be able to publish it somewhere. But this has helped me know her better. And I really pray that all the energies and blessings of Maa Varahi are with all of us and our loved ones, protecting us, giving us abundance, prosperity throughout. Thank you. Shri Matre
Thank
Namah.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.